What the Olympics say about the USA, that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. The final medal count in Rio shows how much America dominated the games. The USA winning 121 total medals, China next with 70, Great Britain 67, Russia 56, Germany and France both had 42. The games proving that this country remains a superpower not only in military matters, but also in athletics. Look, a pool is a pool, a track's a track. Doesn't matter how much money a country has. It doesn't matter what the social system is. Kenya, for example, dominates long-distance running, and that's a very poor place. The adage is skill gets you to the Olympic Games, but will makes you a champion. And that's very clear that American athletes have the will, the discipline, and the skill to dominate the sporting world. The best image for me was the sight of the American basketball team carrying our flags after winning the gold medal. The team was all minority, players showing pride in their country. When the national anthem was played, the guys had their hands on their hearts, no cheap shots at the country that had afforded them the opportunity to succeed at the highest level. So to me, the spirit of America is intact, despite the fact that zealots and loons on both political spectrums are trying to tear the USA down. If you believe the far left, we're a bigoted country that actively seeks to destroy young black men. The crazy left also puts out that we want to persecute innocent immigrants, that our economic system is rigged to help the wealthy, that our social system intentionally punishes the poor. All lies, but they are spread by politicians and dishonest media who actively despise their own country. Talking Points is expounded on Black Lives Matter. There's no need to do that again here, other than to say the leadership of that organization hates America. On the other side, there are far-right cranks, the David Duke folks, who refuse to recognize the struggles and achievements of minority Americans. These are hateful people who deserve all the scorn they get. But remember, the media will viciously attack anyone on the far right who offends them, while many far-left people, like George Soros, get a complete pass. That's why the true image of the USA is not portrayed throughout the world, while rank propaganda often is. However, the truth was put forth by our Olympic athletes, who performed magnificently and once again proved that America is a place of tremendous achievement. Yes, the swimmer Ryan Lochte and his friends displayed narcissism and deceit. But other than that, our athletes represented America in a very positive way. We are indeed a country of achievement, opportunity, and success. If you work hard and you work smart and you are honest, you can make it here, no matter who you are. And that's the memo. Now for the top story reaction, joining us from Washington, Charles Krauthammer. And you say?
Well, I agree what you said about the Olympic spirit. I agree what you said about the lies the left has told about America. But I'm not quite sure I see how one is connected with the other. Look, the reason that we dominate the medals is because we are, I think, the third most populous nation on earth. We are not the medal winner, the chief medal winner, on a per capita basis. Where there are a lot of Americans, we have a great sporting spirit, we have a great sporting history, we have a lot of great athletes, and as Ben Wattenberg once wrote, we are the only universal nation on earth, meaning we are composed uniquely, unlike any other country on earth, of people from every region, every religion, every race, and they're all here, and each has their own specialties and all their excellence. I thrill at the Americans who win. I thrill also at the Kenyan who won the marathon. I mean, the idea that there's something different.
There is something different.
Between the American spirit and the spirit of the guy who won the marathon, explain it to me.
I will. We in America have the will to achieve in greater proportion than all the other countries. And that was proven on the battlefields of Europe in World War II, in the jungles in South Pacific in World War II, where we vanquished the evildoers. Our will Our will did it. And that same spirit of achievement I saw in the Olympics. It's not that we're any better as people. It's that our culture, all right, is one of achievement. And that's still here despite the Bernie Sanders, everything's rigged, despite the media who hates the country because we're not socialist, despite the racial hustlers who put us down every time they can. The will of achievement is still here. That's my case. Last word.
Of course it's still here. The will of achievement is also in that Kenyan. The will of achievement was also with the British Army when it fought with us in Europe and in the Pacific and won the war. The idea that we are unique in having will, we are unique in having a wonderful sporting spirit and history and training. And I would add one more thing which is interesting. We're the only major sporting nation that does not have a Ministry of Sports. It's all done by the volunteering, by donation, and by people and kids who grow up and want to be excellent.
That's right. They want to be excellent.
It's not like if you're Chinese and you're 9 years old and they pick you out of a class and they make you do it for 10 years. Here it is an expression of the spirit of excellence, and that's okay. But, you know, let's not get a little too chauvinistic here. There were a lot of winners out there, and on a per capita basis, we were not the top.
But throughout the world, we are the top. We're the top nation to protect other nations, the top economy, and the top winner of Olympic
I'm not denying any of that, but it has nothing to do with the
Olympics.
Olympics.
We're almost, we don't have quite
détente.
We don't have quite détente here, but it's two provocative points of view, and that's why we have you.
You're trying to invent a segue, and I'm trying to show you that it doesn't really exist.
No, what I really tried to do was overwhelm you with my common sense, as I always do.
Yeah,
You're a little resistant to it, but that's all right. I mean, that's why everybody loves us. Charles Gradheimer, everybody.